A new proposed ordinance might be voted on here in January that makes it harder to be homeless if it wasn't hard already in Las Vegas. We're going to talk about that and why I think they're really not punching with much weight on this one. Let's start the video right now. Hi everybody, my name's Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas, and this new proposed law counter and piggybacks on the last law that they passed. So let's talk about that and why I think it's ridiculous in a way. Now, the first law we talked about here on the channel, everybody lost their minds over. Literally, news channels from all over the place covered this. It says that if a homeless person's sleeping somewhere on a public right-of-way and the cops roll up and there's a room available at a homeless shelter, they'll offer them the room. They'll even take them there. They're not under arrest. They're just go and sleep at the shelter. Don't be outside. It's dangerous outside, they say, and you guys are in, you're in harm's way, and if there's no room, then they don't have to worry about it because the law's not enacted. But if they don't listen, it's a fine or jail time or a combination of both of those things. Well, okay, everybody lost their mind. Big news sites like Fox News, CNN, Huffington Post, they started carrying this because, we're Vegas. We have lots of money, billions of dollars of real estate, trillions of dollars of real estate, really. How dare they? Well, there's a homeless problem in a lot of parts of the country. It's not just a Vegas thing, and I'm not defending and I'm not putting down the law. I'm going to let you tell me what you think of that law. By the way, while we're at it, before we get to the new thing they're going to do, which I think is ridiculous, like, share, subscribe, comment on this video, give me your thoughts and opinions. You can talk about whatever as long as it's not, racist, sexist, homophobic, anti-Semitic, bigoted, whatever. We just don't want the hate here. And while you're at it, by the way, that makes the channel grow more than you know. It helps out, man. The YouTube algorithm thinks that you guys must love me, and I appreciate it, so that actually helps me get more exposure. And while we're at it, too, click the Amazon link if you guys don't want me to be homeless. They will be forced to give me a commission if you buy anything off Amazon, so Jeff Bezos is a little less rich. You don't pay any more, and this guy gets $1 or $2. Thank you, whoever bought something on the link yesterday. That was really cool of you, and I appreciate it. Reach out to me in an email, let me know. The new law says that there will be street cleaning times. Yes, street cleaning times. And if you're outside during street cleaning times, you could get a fine, or you could go to jail, or both. Okay, well, the new law hasn't passed yet. They're doing a vote in January. It's been delayed and back into January, but it's just going to make it a little more difficult. Now, I'm not going to show you pictures of San Francisco and parts of California. I'm going to go let you do your own research, and this is a major problem in California. I think Vegas is just scared to death about having the same issues. But at the same time, it doesn't hold a lot of water, because here's the deal. I have been working in timeshare outside on public right-of-ways for the better part of 13 years. I spent some time working in the casino, some time in Lake Tahoe, and working up there in that beautiful, awesome, Lake Tahoe is so nice. I wish I could have stayed. But they don't sweep the streets. Here's how this works in Las Vegas, okay? You have a private company that owns everything out to the curb. Honestly, in the last few years, it's gotten to where they changed all of the different zoning, where before you had a public right-of-way. So if I wanted to work anywhere on the strip and do my timeshare thing, I would be able to say, you can't tell me nothing, Jack. This is a public right-of-way. But every time a hotel does a renovation, they create a private property with a public easement, meaning that they're going to let people walk through that thing in front of the casino where you're outside, but if they don't want you on their property, you don't have to be on the property. They can read you the 86 card, and they can take a picture and tell you to look up there at that camera and tell you that you're not allowed at that property anymore, and if you come back, you'll be 86th. So I have never seen a private company sweeping their own streets during the day. It's not practical to do in Las Vegas. They do this at 2 in the morning. They do this at 12 midnight. They do this at 4 or 5 a.m. when there's actually lights, but there's no people out there. Like when I did my Heroes video, it was 7 in the morning. There was hardly anybody, and that's when they do this kind of stuff. So what are they accomplishing by making these street cleaning hours? They're just making another layer of difficulty to be homeless in Las Vegas. But I think it goes back to idea that they want to make sure that we don't have the same problems that California does with the homeless population. At the same time, and I said it in my previous video, there are ways to curb this. We give a lot of money to things in Las Vegas like Raiders stadiums. They're even talking about building an MLS, Major League Soccer stadium, even though in other news, that team went to Charlotte. They're not giving it to Vegas, but hey, we might build a stadium anyways, because if you build it, they might come. And it doesn't make any sense to do all these things with public money when you have a big homeless problem that you should be taking care of. And a lot of the homeless problem stems from people with psychological and mental issues that can't get their life together because they can't get the medicine they want, so they spiral out of control and they fall into a despairing kind of hole where they don't know how to get out. They go to jail, they get their medication, they come back out, they're normal people for a few days, but then they don't have their medication and they fall back into the hole. And it's a pain, and I don't have a solution for it, and I'm not saying anybody has a magic solution, but making laws that are making it more difficult to be homeless might prevent people from wanting to come here, because if they hear it's really difficult to be homeless in Las Vegas, they might just go somewhere else. That sounds bizarre, right? I mean, at least we're not putting people into trains and moving them to other jurisdictions, as far as I understand. And if that's happening, tell me in the comments below, because I'd like to know and get some evidence and do a video on that. But they're making it more difficult. But to pass a law to say that between this time and this time in the day there's street cleaning, there's sidewalk sweeping going on, makes no sense, because I've never seen sidewalk cleaning happen. It's impractical to do it during the daytimes, so pass that law during the night times. But what's the point of passing the law during the night times? It's just another layer of the onion to make it difficult, is what I think. I'm interested to know what you think on all this. If you guys want to reach out and contact me and tell me that I'm full of baloney, or that you guys like my channel, or that you have an idea for me, make sure you use the email in the link description inside of this video's description. If you guys want to shop on Amazon so Jeff Bezos is a little less rich this holiday season and give this guy a few bucks credit, if you buy a bunch of stuff or even just one thing, use the link in the first comment of this video, and I would be interested in hearing your feedback and your opinion on all of this. So thanks for watching, sharing, liking, and I will look forward to talking to you in another video. We have a tour of the Luxor coming up. We have a tour of the Cosmopolitan coming up. I got stuff all in the queue just for you, and I love all of you for watching me. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.